the Fully Geeked.
Yes.
Wow.
Welcome back to another episode of the Fully Geeked Pod.
We made it through the apocalypse. We made it.
I'm back, y'all. I'm back.
Episode 36.
No one cares.
Welcome back.
To be fair, we didn't even know you was missing.
No, you lot did. You was making up stories after I done told you.
How was Bristol?
How was
It
Bristol?
was alright. It was work-related issue.
Okay, what about the after work?
There was no. It was work, flat out.
Oh, what,
go
she didn't
sleep.
come?
Was it a she?
Well,
Oh, I thought so.
it better be a she.
Mate, I went up there for work. You and your little made
Yeah,
up
you went there for
stories.
work, and then what happened to the after bit? You stayed in the hotel by yourself?
Yeah. I was in the middle of the sticks.
But you know someone from Bristol, right?
No.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
Anyway, can we
Don't
just-
deny people. That's
can we
a
just-
bag
I ain't
out of
denying
order.
no one.
Judas. No, Judas already denied Jesus.
I know
you
my
can't
work
do
colleagues.
these, bro.
That's who I know.
Libby's.
Anyway,
A bag of silver.
thanks for
She listens to this,
welcoming
you
me
know.
back.
She does listen to this.
She listens.
All right, thanks for welcoming me back.
It is currently sweating.
Perspiring.
Who else is back? Marley Mo!
You lot are chiefs, you know.
Back from the dead.
If you didn't know, this is the cameraman.
Hey, that joke's dead now. I thought it was the STI thing. I kind of prefer that one. It gives me a bit more,
A bit more street cred.
More character.
more character.
You're right, though, Marley.
could have
Yeah,
put
well,
it
good,
straight
bro.
away.
You got a tissue in your hand. What on, man? Like, you cool, yeah?
You gotta have as well, you know. What's your problem? I'm a bit hot, innit?
Okay, all right, cool.
But yeah, I'm there.
All right, man. Welcome back, man.
Welcome back.
Full house.
Full squad inside. All right, just because we're doing this, one of us wearing a mask. Why?
It's to protect
It's over
us
the
from his
mask.
bad breath.
It's a bite.
No, hold on.
Oh, it's bad
Hold
breath.
on.
That's what it is.
Thinks there's training mask on the side.
Listen,
That ain't helping.
current crisis, as you know.
So you're
Yeah.
wearing an exercise mask.
Well, no.
It is
It
exercise.
is an
man.
exercise mask.
It's the ones when you're on the treadmill.
No. This way with
It is, though.
No.
No, it is.
Listen,
No, say it is.
Just say it is. Though.
It is a training mask, right?
wait. It
Did
has.
you get it for the purpose of
Can
gym?
you shut your face? Yeah?
whoa, whoa,
It has its
whoa,
purposes.
whoa,
right?
whoa.
Some would use it. Some would
Most.
use it. I said some. Yeah? Let's keep it as some. Someone
You have
use
a
it.
commanding tone, yeah?
What's going on now?
Yeah, you have
Yeah?
to be assertive, though, innit? You did say some, so we've got to respect.
Thank
some.
you very much.
Okay, some.
See? Backing for Merv. You know how serious that is?
I know, it's been a while. It's been a while.
Merv, give me a hug in it.
No touching. No touching.
No touching.
Oh, yes, I forgot.
It's just elbows.
But yeah, some would use it as a mask. Some would use it to
As a mask.
play characters from Batman, Bane. Now, honestly, this is my way of protecting myself from the coronavirus. It is getting real now.
So how does that protect you from the
Has
coronavirus?
it? Yeah.
You know, the intake of air, oxygen,
Have you got
minimalizing
Have
it.
you got a different one for when you go to the gym?
No.
Oh, okay.
And then what do? Do you touch it? Do you touch your hands on the front of it and then like take it down and then clean your hands, or do you then just rub your eyes?
And do you know that the mask
think about,
does it fit your face perfectly? Because you know it could just pass through any gap in them.
No, it fits perfectly.
And you know when
Surely.
you got it on your
Those-
face,
those
do you
nostrils-
sometimes pass
it's
out
like
from your
those
own
nostrils.
breath? Like, does it get you? Does it knock you out?
Right. Today's show's about.
Moving on swiftly.
Alright, nah, that's cool, bro.
I cannot believe.
Nah, Joey, it's just you walked to the studio with a mask on. But all right, well,
This is might as well do that.
obviously, we can't go without talking about the coronavirus.
Was
Yeah.
it CV or night? What's it?
COVID-19.
COVID-19. All right, it's everywhere. If you're listening to this, be
Why have they
safe.
changed the name though? Why have they changed it? Why has it all got this upgraded name?
What
all of a
name did
sudden?
they change it to?
No, it's coronavirus. Nice. All this.
They
the
named it
sci- the
COVID-19 about 3 weeks ago.
I think it's
It was always called. It was always
Strand,
called.
innit? It's a strand.
It's a strain.
I know, but everyone knew it as coronavirus.
No, it is coronavirus, but it's 19.
I know. What I'm trying to say,
19.
why? But that's now the comment in the news everywhere now.
It says COVID-19.
Yeah.
Because you remember back in the day when you sort of, well, not back in the day, last week we were talking about on the back of the dental, it said coronavirus.
Yeah.
And then everyone's like, oh, okay, this is killing it. But they're trying to say, no, they're different things. So it's just a way of, to the general public, of differentiation.
I'll let them off then.
Thanks.
I think they're grateful for that.
They should be.
All right.
Continue, please.
So it started last week with Trump saying that some of our loved ones are not going to
No,
make
not
it.
Trump. You get a fixed up.
Boris.
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 I know they look
Same
similar. I know they
person.
look similar.
They're interchangeable.
They are, to be honest.
They're like cousins. Well, I don't know. They maybe are cousins.
They must
Probably
be.
are, they probably are,
Yeah.
But what we're saying was okay. It wasn't what Boris said. It's how he delivered it.
Yeah,
So blasé.
so loosely.
So
yeah,
blasé.
it was.
Like, yeah.
Like he just didn't care.
You will lose your loved ones. I'm like,
Like,
what?
mate? Are you okay?
And, yeah, it's-
Like, how can you just say that? Like,
But that's why I think that was kind of on purpose for fear. I might be wrong, but
I think there is a
it
lot.
instills fear. You wouldn't. That's on the news. That's for every. You know what I mean?
But
People
you know
out there
what?
that
I think
just listen
he's
to the
trying to
news.
deliver the information calmly,
Yeah,
but
but
he
that-
can't do
no.
calm. He just seems
No.
like a buffoon
With-
as
with-
usual.
no, but that's the thing. He's one of those clumsy people who's in charge of the world.
But is he though? Like you got to remember, this man is a very educated man. You know,
Very educated.
very educated.
It doesn't
man.
matter, it doesn't matter.
No, but what I'm saying is, everything he does on purpose. Like even the way his hair sometimes ain't combed, he knows exactly what he's doing.
Yeah, I know,
Like I don't think like he's not an idiot.
But does it come to a point where he doesn't care?
Yeah, potentially he just doesn't care, and this is just his way of saying this is what's going to happen, isn't it?
he's got no emotion. Like when he's delivering his speech, you can't see an ounce of emotion. Like him being, like him caring for his people. Do you know what I mean?
He wasn't
Like,
empathetic
it's-
at all.
Nah, it's just like, yeah, just get on with it. Basically, wash your hands.
Well, I take most of what he
That's
says
it.
with a pinch of salt anyway, to be honest. So
Well, to be fair, I don't think you can take it from a pinch of salt because he runs the country, and that's the problem.
I said salt.
Salt. What did I
I
say?
said soap. But obviously you have to wash your hands. You get it. We're washing our hands and stuff. But
But anyway, no. But honestly, no. The fact, can you stop laughing? Don't entertain him.
So go on, so
No, but the fact that because you got to take it seriously. Like even yesterday when they made an announcement about obviously suggest everyone working from home, etc. You know, it was just like he was saying it. And I was thinking, oh, do I believe him? Then obviously his two experts were then delivering further
But they
information.
just look like some.
No, but see that's the thing. They look like random
Look.
bods.
Everything that he's saying, people aren't waiting for him to open his mouth now because my office has been empty since the middle of last week. People aren't like, you go into the city now, it's dead. Like people are.
No, it is dead now. Yeah.
People are like, they're going to the shops themselves and they're seeing like the whole reality of everything that's been reported on the news. And
And this is the good thing about the internet because we don't rely on just BBC News no more. Like because we knew about this from late December, early January in China. Do you know what I mean? So we've seen how China, Italy, and them man have dealt with it. Even Spain now, like lockdown. Like there's no patterns.
yeah, but is that the right way to deal
Well,
with it?
I've got friends in Hong Kong and Singapore, and they've told me that they've got over the worst part of it now.
Yeah,
and
but
things will go back to normal.
until everyone goes back in the masses. This is the problem,
Yeah,
and
they-
like,
yeah,
and this
they
is
said
this
that.
is from a science
They
point of
said
view.
that, yeah.
Like you can contain it, but then what happens is when you say, okay, we're now going to relax a little bit, everyone goes back in the masses. It's going to peak again.
Yeah, exactly.
The only way it won't is if you get herd immunity and
but I
make
thought you said it
everyone.
doesn't exist.
No, I don't believe in the coronavirus, but that's another day for that's another
No,
topic.
what do you
for
mean you don't
another
believe in it? But you just said that it will come again when people start.
Yeah.
I said
so
what-
if you don't believe in it, so what's going to come again?
No, the virus is there, innit? But I don't believe that everything that is happening. I don't believe that there's 71 people that are dropped down dead. I mean, this is just me. Have you heard the name of any one of these 71 people?
But we don't have to name them. I don't have to
Bruv,
name them.
anyone, bruv, if a little man gets stabbed on the block,
That's
yeah, his
different.
name gets in the paper.
That's different. That's to alert people to, you know what I mean?
Bruv, alert us to these 71 people. Why is there not one person that said, "Oh my God, my dear grandma"?
Bruv,
Why is no one starting a
no, no,
GoFundMe
no,
Did
page?
you know?
in
Wait,
isolation.
Nate. Did you know that a lot of people die from the flu? But we don't hear from them.
Yeah,
Exactly.
but-
We're not reporting on the flu. We're reporting on
it's a similar thing
No,
where the
it's-
flu kills as well.
But it's unknown.
What
That's
do
the
you mean?
problem. Coronavirus is different. Flu is different. Let's forget flu, yeah? Because we're aware what flu is.
Yeah.
Coronavirus is an unknown thing to the human race. It's like, wow, what the hell is this?
Yeah, but Nate's saying, but the people that die from it are not being named. But I'm saying people die from the flu.
But okay,
So therefore, thousands of people die from the
but
flu
that's
every
what I'm
year.
saying exactly. And 71 people have died of this, and we're making this into more of an issue than the flu, because everyone that dies of the flu or dies of coronavirus all have other health-related issues. So why are we not saying using the flu as the exact same way that we're reporting to
It's a bit
this?
stronger than the flu. It's stronger.
Not how more people are
Of
dying from the flu.
the rate that it gets.
Yeah, but
No, but that's, what I'm saying is, for me, it just seems a bit sketchy.
You can't say that because it's still going on.
For
You know
me,
what I mean?
it sounds a bit sketchy.
I don't know.
sketchy or not, there's a lot
it's
of things
there.
going on.
There's something
And-
going around.
But I
killing.
also, I don't know. I also believe that a lot of it is fear mongering. I think that we could have dealt with this a lot better than we are. In the same reason why there is no toilet roll in the shops.
That's stupid.
There is no there's no baby wipes. There's no nappies.
Nothing.
There's no
Nothing.
essentials. Yeah.
Nothing. Nothing.
All because people are getting so carried away with this that they have to stockpile their yards.
That I disagree with 100%.
See, and the things, and that's the problem. There you go with social media, because everyone's seen what's going on across the world. And but that's the honest truth. Because if you're looking at Italy, you think, and everyone's like panicking, like, oh my god, what's going on?
But Italy, you're allowed to go to the shop to buy something and come back.
But everyone is isolated. They're not allowed to come out of the house realistically.
No, but you're allowed to go to the shop.
But
do people over here know that, or do people know that those places are locked down?
But because everything is following a trend, everyone's thinking, let's go out while we can over here before we get into that state.
No pasta, no rice,
I was saying this the other day. I bought 2 macaronis and 1 spaghetti thing. Only 2. You're only allowed to purchase 2. I'm like, what do you mean?
You
Like-
lot, yeah.
No, but
Don't
the thing-
go to the supermarket. Go to your local.
No, don't
shop.
get me wrong. I'm going to my local shop.
Yeah.
I bought tissue in there and all the rest of it. But I'm just saying, in general, but my local shop, he is taking the piss.
Of course.
He's trying to sell hand sanitizer for
Yeah,
$4.99
I know,
now.
I know.
Now, don't mock me.
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
mock me, boss man.
Well, they
Like,
do
I'm
that.
supporting you, boss man. Don't mock me. So now I only
Taking
buy
the
stuff
piss.
that I've got pre-writ
Standard
prices on.
prices,
Yeah, the Andrex, if it says $1.99, that's what I'm paying. You're not going to put a $4.50 on that.
Yeah.
Don't mug me,
These
bro.
corner shops are making a living out of this crisis, bro. It's not even a crisis, but
Okay, so
it's a crisis.
It is. Even the other day, we're talking about pubs, and this is my thing. No pubs, no all of this stuff. But you know what Boris is saying?
He's out
Boris
of
is
order.
saying,
He's out of
I'm
order.
advising you.
Yeah, he
is
chose his
never
words.
going to
He
ever
chose his
say,
words very-
close it down.
Close it down.
Why? Because I'm not going to pay you insurance.
exactly.
Because he knows insurance companies will all go down.
Yeah.
But he chose his words so wisely, and I thought, this guy's a real...
Bro, these businesses are suffering, bro. They're
Bro,
suffering.
people out here suffering from jobs and all the rest of it. Like, as much as I don't believe in it, it's real out here right now. People are losing their jobs. I got a message from Odeon today. No more Odeon. No more Cineworld. No more any of these kind of things. Theatres have closed down. People that run some like hourly contracts, like getting paid per hour, ain't got no jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. This is why I'm upset about the whole country, how they're dealing with the coronavirus. Just if you look at France, the president's come out and said, "Don't pay no rent, don't pay no bills. It's okay.
Yeah, we'll support you.
We've got it covered."
Yeah.
I don't see this country saying that to anyone else. You know.
Exactly.
And this is where our government. You think, right? Yeah, the UK is the best, but what are we?
Great
really,
Britain.
Yeah, what are we
Get out
really
here,
doing
man.
for our people?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like
Nothing.
my guy's a cab driver, black cab driver. Took him 3-4 years to do the knowledge, and like he had to give his cab back in because
No one's out, no one's about.
no one's there. He says he doesn't know, Rich. I don't know what I'm gonna do. It's like, bro, I don't know what to say.
And that's what I'm saying. Them men are self-employed. Yeah. They're not getting nothing. And then they're talking about statutory sick pay.
Yeah,
80-something pound a week.
yeah.
Some pennies, you know.
What's about? There was some breaking news about 2 hours ago saying that the Chancellor promises unprecedented package of 330 billion to
Yeah, I
support
just listened to
companies and more if needed. So what's about that then?
But that's what I'm saying. But that's got. We're moving in the right direction.
Yeah.
But
Also, they're freezing mortgages for 3 months.
potentially, yeah.
Potentially.
Mortgage interest payments.
Yeah. Is it? I thought it was just they were saying don't worry about it for 3 months. You're good on paying your mortgage in
Yeah,
general.
see,
Because if you're not at work, you can't pay it. So we're
Yeah,
going
so
to freeze
this is-
it. It's not going to affect you.
Which makes sense. But a lot of companies, like, remember I mentioned before, capital repayment holidays. A lot of companies have kind of come into play and said, part of our agreement, we're going to put in a capital repayment holiday, which means the interest that they're currently owing is gone down to zero. And so they've been deferred for like 6 months, depending on the loan agreement. But that's what has happened across board. So I know loads of banks are going to get loads of requests from people, from businesses itself,
Just
saying,
freeze the payments.
Yeah.
But as I'm saying, I booked a holiday for May. I called them up. I said, boom. So what? Can man cancel the holiday? They was like, no. They said no, and you still got to pay. I said, if you cancel it, they're telling me that I have to pay for my holiday, pay for my
Until
hotel,
they
and that's it. The only reason I can't go is if the receiving country tells me that I can't fly, or Britain tells me I can't fly. And Britain won't tell me I can't fly. Britain will only tell me it's up to you.
I'd advise you not to.
I'd advise you not to. So do you see what I'm saying? Like, where are we going with this?
No, they're not helping. They're not helping.
And that's where, for me, this is what I'm saying, and it's about that, because what that, as a consumer, that just makes you fearful. Today, the shops ram people up from 6 o'clock in the morning outside Cash and Carry. The queue going down Orient Way, from there all the way to Asda. And I'm thinking, well, what go on? There's enough for everyone to go around.
The joke about that is, toilet roll is manufactured in the UK. So that ain't going anywhere. so there's no need to be buying all of it off the shelf. It's
Stupid.
made here.
But
It's not like it got to be
people
shipped from
yeah.
somewhere.
Like the elderly, think about the elderly. Like
That's
they,
it.
Like people just barging about the way, getting all their stuff. They can't. A lot of these elderly people ain't got family around or nothing to help
And that's
them.
my thing is,
You know
you're
what I
saying
mean?
you're saying to them, these elderly have to stay in their house for 4 months.
But one thing though, I'll say shout out to Lidl because Lidl done this new thing.
And
where-
Iceland.
Is it Iceland as well?
Yeah. Where they
between
control-
9 and 11, it's for the elderly and how do I put it? The elderly and the
At risk.
Yeah, at risk people. Yeah, they can shop. You know what I mean?
Oh, big up.
So-
no, big up.
9 and 11.
No, that's
Say
good.
something. Go on, make a joke.
What?
Mike,
That's
of
funny,
course,
bro.
Mike,
No,
of course
wow.
you could
One
go as
time.
well.
The one time no one was gonna
Like,
say
we weren't going to say that thing about you, Mike.
Yeah, the one time,
Mike, if
Mike.
you want to go there at that time, that's
I
okay.
wasn't even
It's all
cooking
right.
that.
It's all right. But usually,
No, Mike, we weren't even
This
trying.
is a serious topic.
I know.
But Mike, if you want to go there at that time, I'm sure they'll let you.
That's fine.
No, on the road, I had to
Go
go.
back
I had to do
what's
some
going
shopping.
on.
I was just waiting for someone to pipe up with it. Anyway,
So are you going to take that advantage of that situation?
yeah, I'm gonna go tomorrow. That's why I'm not gonna go work. I'm
No,
going
but,
straight.
okay, but my thing is, like, even the madness, like, you've got people in America right now, they're just out there buying guns. Why are you buying guns?
How does that make
I heard
sense?
they're running out of bullets, bro.
Listen, man, it's Americans are.
Do they
I'm
think
not
this
even
is some
talking about
apocalypse
They
film?
think so. They think
No,
the
no,
next
no.
state. They're
Zombies.
trying to think ahead, but they're thinking abstractly ahead, like in some
When you
different
watch all this
dimension.
conspiracy stuff in America, they're all scared about the whole military taking over and curfews being put in place. What's it called? The FEMA camps
martial
and
law.
martial law and all that. They're saying that's coming, and this is what they're preparing for. Like this whole world. Remember what Bush said in his speech years ago? I don't know if you remember. The new world order will happen. We will win, and when it does, we need a big event to happen worldwide, so we can have one government.
There's a lot of things.
This is where we
that's
are.
what I'm saying,
Man.
There's a lot of things
I've
that
been trying to tell
potentially.
my brothers for times. Still.
There are a lot of things that doesn't add up, but it is what it is. Okay, we'll also.
on facts though, there is a virus.
There's a
and
virus.
People dying or not, it's affecting our lives. And
Agreed.
you know,
Agree. It's
and
affecting. It's affecting people.
I'm gonna take it a little bit seriously.
But I also think that you are not at risk. You're not in the risk category, so you don't have to worry. And this is my
Well,
thing.
technically he is. But anyway.
Sorry, Mike. You are
So you
okay.
should- there
For the
you
rest
go.
for the rest of us, we're not at risk. Okay, we're not at risk. Yeah, so we shouldn't be scared to come in contact with the coronavirus
Can I just
Sorry,
say?
can I just say
apparently,
something?
a 4 or 5-year-old man died today from the coronavirus.
with health-related issues.
Yeah.
Everyone has
But
health-related issues.
There was a-
how are we describing health-related issues? Is it not?
You
Sometimes
got,
it's not.
you got asthma. You got like any sort of.
asthma, big nostrils because you take more air in. I don't know. Sorry, Rich. Anyway,
That's a benefit, isn't it?
I don't know, man. To be honest, he could suck all of the air in
the jabs,
and
the
save the
jabs,
world.
guys, the jabs.
Alright,
But
sorry.
yeah,
Why is he doing this to me?
How do Bro, he went away. He heard last
Sam.
week's episode in Bristol.
Well, why is he doing this to me, Sam? I cannot believe it.
All right, look. Okay, all right. So
Sorry, man.
there are people getting the coronavirus, okay, and some celebrities or people of some notoriety. Yeah. Anyway, they've got it. So Tom Hanks and his wife said they had it when they were in Australia last week. IdrisElba got it. Mikel Arteta got it, and so did Callum Hudson-Odoi.
and obviously other footballers like Everton.
Other footballers have got it.
But no Spurs players got it.
Yeah, no.
They got enough injuries.
All right, I'm gonna let you lot talk about it first before I get involved because yeah,
What's that?
the celebs getting it. Like, how do people feel about it?
I think the celebs just making like a selfie. Oh, I got the virus.
I think that's to make it's almost like it's to make it more real. Like I'm a celeb and I got it.
But
You
they-
could
yeah,
get
it's
it
their
as
way
well.
of connecting.
Like, we've all, like it's
But
it's another fear mongering thing.
didn't
Why
get
do
no
I need to know?
yeah.
No, he didn't get symptoms. He
Okay.
didn't get symptoms.
So he's a carrier basically.
So what's he getting tested
Alright,
for?
I'm gonna be
No,
honest.
because he's with someone who had
I'm
it.
gonna be honest. He said he just saw a thing. That video last night, he should have kept it. He should never have posted it,
Why is his girlfriend in the camera?
bro.
Wife.
His wife,
His girlfriend, wife,
but
whatever.
she was looking.
She's just forcing it. I don't
She was
understand.
forcing the whole thing. That should have.
She's supporting the husband.
At the
bro.
bottom
come on,
of the
that's-
thing,
that's-
yeah,
that's
it just said,
idiots.
"This ad was
Idiots.
brought to you by coronavirus," because that was nonsense. The whole thing, it should be. This is sponsored by coronavirus. IdrisElba is not in on that risk. So the only reason why he got tested is because he has money. Because they're not testing people,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
that are not part of the risk group.
Everyone's saying that. How did he get tested?
Oh, I got tested, but my wife hasn't got tested, so I don't know. But go out there and wash your hands.
Come on, man. Yeah. Come on, man.
No, he said he was with someone the week before, that got tested, like has coronavirus in it. So he's got the money in it. So he's probably got a private doctor, a private hospital that he goes to, and got tested.
But how can you get a proper test if you haven't got the symptoms?
No, he's just saying he was with someone that got that.
Someone had
Yeah,
it.
someone had it, but
Yeah, and he was with that person.
he's then gone and got himself tested.
Yeah.
But most
Money
people that have been
talks.
tested
Yeah.
have the symptoms.
Yeah, but he's saying he was with someone.
He's with someone, so he's cautious.
He's cautious.
No, but they're telling people. Sorry, but when
I know
people are
what
with
you're saying.
someone,
Yeah.
they're saying that if you're with someone,
Yeah.
Stay in your yard.
Just
isolate.
self-isolate.
You don't
Stay
go
in
and
your
get
yard.
tested.
Yeah,
Even
I know.
the NHS are telling
They're
you.
not. They're not.
Yeah.
money talks, bro. He's got money in it.
But that same money that talks is going to protect him. Yeah. So regardless of whether he had it or not, and he was really serious, they're going to put everything in their power to protect my man. Yeah. So I just feel like you was a bit of a waste man coming out telling people that. So all the poor people that like your films, they don't have that same support. So for me, Idris, it's an L.
I didn't watch the video, to be honest, because
But no pun intended. Yeah. IdrisElba. L.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
trying it.
Elbow for that still.
Elba.
Yeah.
Well, the puns are amazing. But yeah, that was it for me. Like I said, I just didn't respect Idris coming out of that stuff yesterday.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Man, I can
But
see
he's
brewing.
still,
Huh?
but him
Speaking
coming
about
out.
Hope, man, I was listening, innit?
But the one thing, Idris coming out, he killed that myth that I've heard from some people, like, you know, do black people get the coronavirus? And so.
No, black people don't.
No, but
I think we're more carriers than
yeah,
anything.
but people, like, a few weeks ago, I was hearing, like, I heard that we don't get it. And
No,
I'm
that
like,
was a rumor. It was a rumor.
yeah.
It
And then
was.
when that NBA guy did
But
it,
you
then-
said you were.
Yeah, I was because that's what I heard. I said, "What in the streets is we don't get it."
yeah.
Where did these stories pop up from?
I don't think they.
Because not in Africa, yeah.
I don't think they get it in their homelands.
Yeah, because they.
I'll be honest with you, I don't think they get it at home.
Yeah.
I think they get it.
the Caribbean and Africa is
There's something to do with apparently in China. The Chinese people have something they release from their lungs, like which is double than what anyone else releases, and that's why they were more susceptible to get this thing.
You need to Google
What
I'm
it.
just saying.
What about Italians then? Because they got it quick as well, and the Spanish.
But I just a bit confused about the whole Italians and why they got it so bad. Because obviously this virus must have been around probably September, October.
No, it's been around for a long time.
September,
Oh, you
October.
reckon?
Yeah.
No.
This-
Because don't forget, we had a whistleblower. Without a whistleblower letting us know that there was a virus, we wouldn't have known. It's been him dying. So it must have reached those times about September, October.
And I know that Italy, I guess, probably has more of an elderly population.
Yeah, that's exactly.
And the same with Spain.
Yeah, because I was looking at the numbers today. Like 180,000 people in China were diagnosed, and 73,000 people recovered.
That we know of, anyway.
Yeah, exactly. And the rest died. So you're thinking, I know, in a magnitude like 1 out of, because the country's so big, 1 out of something, but it's still about 30,000 people dying, which is people. I think people forget that. People say, oh, if you look at the percentile, but forget the percentile. Think about there's 30,000 people who have died.
Percentile, he said. Not
Are you
percentile.
okay? You're right. See, old age is. But anyway, so that's the problem. You get me? That's the problem. But anyway, we move on.
All right. Well, we're all coroned up. Like I mean, like I said, as much as I'm on my high horse, look after yourself.
Take precautions, man.
Take precautions. Don't
Yeah,
put yourself in any danger. Especially if you've got elderly, look after them. Go out there, do their shopping, all that kind of stuff. And people just kind of be easy with the shopping thing. To be honest.
Yeah. And shout out to the corned beef and rice crew, innit?
Yes.
Yes, back in effect.
What about the corned beef?
Corned beef is expensive.
I know.
I know that you meat at the moment. So.
Flipping hard to open as well, man.
Is it? Well, it always breaks midway through it.
Oh, they still got that
Always
needle
breaks
thing.
midway
Yeah,
through
it's
it.
No, but you know you can use a normal can opener, innit?
Can you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard though to go around. Yeah, you can.
really?
What,
Yeah.
and it goes around the square, yeah?
Yeah.
Sure.
Because it's round, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's
I always struggle with that.
It's
Always.
curved at the end.
You're lying.
No, bro.
All these years.
Yeah, bro.
Man's been doing
Look,
this thing
I wanna
there
be successful
and then
with the
getting a
key,
knife
innit?
and
Like-
getting a knife and
Yeah.
lift it out.
I just want to roll it neatly. I don't want no alternatives, innit?
All this time I must cut my hand off on all sorts.
Trust me, man. Corned beef lethal.
Try that while you're working from home, innit?
But be honest, this is what I'm saying. This is why you got to do your meal prep and all them things there now. Make sure you're eating your vegetables, drinking your water, exercise, build up your own immune system, bro.
Yeah, man.
There's some natural remedies out there. We've got to start doing that.
Exactly, man.
Yeah, pick up the working from home crew. You're done now.
I don't have that privilege.
Bank of China need to fix up.
Who?
Huh? Who?
Who'd you work for? Who'd you
I
work
don't.
for?
I don't. What?
Why back
I'm
in China?
just saying because I heard that they don't have anything
Oh, you
in
must have hit
place.
hard, boy.
Where-
How they hit hard?
No, I've not been there.
Alright, guys, you're gonna get man in trouble. His employer's gonna listen to this. All right. Last week, well, this Sunday, a big interview. Well, I say a big interview. An interview that came out, like, it was released a couple of days before, like little kind of snippets. I was a bit shocked. I didn't think it was actually gonna happen.
Yeah.
But the godfather of grime, Wiley, turned up on the ZezeMillz show.
Yes.
Anyone watch it?
Yes.
Bro,
I
too much
watched
character.
it.
Too much character.
Guy.
Wiley's joke.
Bro, he's
He
too
is
funny. He's
He
too
is
funny.
a funny.
Bumberhole.
Have you got a girl?
He's a funny guy. He's a funny guy.
He's too funny, bro.
It was good, man. I thought it was good. Like Zeze, she tried it certain time, but Wiley, I think Wiley had
He held
He held
it.
his own.
He held it.
Sometimes Zeze will kind of take a man and spin him, but Wiley, he knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
Matt, did you watch it?
No, I didn't watch it.
Okay, cool.
I've just seen a
Merv
few.
didn't watch it. I thought I know Merv didn't watch
Probably
it.
watched a snippet of it. But
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was good. I thought it was good. I think
I
you
like
kind of got a
Zeze.
little bit of insight of Wiley.
She's nice.
Zeze is nice.
Yeah,
She's
she
very
hold at me still. Anyway, continue.
Huh?
Yeah, she was. Ooh, I don't even know what to talk about.
Yeah. Carry on.
Pause. We'll just pause on that one. Yeah, but yeah, I thought it was good. Wiley kind of spoke up his truths a little bit. Kind of got to know a little bit more about the whole Stormzy thing, and the fact that he wasn't trying to be Stormzy. He was trying to beef Ed Sheeran. Stormzy got involved, and he was just a casualty in the war.
Yeah, because exactly. Because obviously he was going for Ed Sheeran and
Ed Sheeran's manager.
yeah. But how did Stormzy get Ed Sheeran's manager sacked? I didn't know.
I don't know. We didn't know about that, and I'm sure
That was stuff like internal stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we never
is he
know.
got punched him up? I don't know. I
don't
told
know.
you Stormzy likes punching up people. I told you that weeks ago. No one's here.
But didn't you think in the interview, like, listen, it was a great interview. It was
Yeah,
good.
it was really good.
Because Wiley's the guy that never turns up to
Yeah.
everywhere,
No.
right? So finally, someone's freaking roped him in, got him sit down, not going nowhere for 45 minutes. But also concerned me, like, his health state mentally, because there's times he's got really bad anxiety. I don't know if you realise he's playing with his hands and he was doing certain little things that when you got anxiety that you do, and I could see he really got that really badly. But some of the stuff, it seems a bit, I don't know, it just seems a bit not the full ticket, if that makes sense.
No, I think he's Wiley, man. He might have, back in the day when those kids that's hyper and you see, maybe nowadays he'd be classified as HDD. Maybe.
ADHD, yeah.
Maybe nowadays that's what they'll classify him as. You know what I mean? Because he's erratic and stuff like that. But I don't know. I don't think there's anything wrong with him. He moves at a different speed and different.
And probably just because he was on that interview and he doesn't do many, like you said, he's probably just anxious from that anyway.
He couldn't just be nervous.
You know what I mean?
No, he's not. It's not one to get nervous. He's been around for so long in the scene. It's
But
ridiculous.
you know what? It's like when what's his name was at the Oscars, Brad Pitt, and he was doing a lot of interviews there. He said he was proper nervous. Like he's been doing acting for 30 odd years,
centuries.
and he said like he's not used to doing these things like this. He goes, he can act like any part, do anything like that, and then once he gets into sort of interview stages and speeches,
And probably because you don't do the interviews that much as
Yeah,
well.
he's
You know
not-
that they're going to touch on some of the questions that you've been avoiding.
Yeah.
And I guess with acting, you know exactly what you're saying.
Yeah.
Where in a speech, you're talking off the top of your dome.
Yeah.
Like some people, you like we talk about comedians. For example, we always think comedians are always funny, but actually most of the time comedians are deadpan serious. They have to put on the act to be
Yeah.
funny almost.
Yeah.
And in real life,
Continuous, yeah.
what was my man's name? Do you remember my man that was in Big Brother? This is years back. Like, and then he ended up climbing over the fence.
Science.
No, not Science. There was a white comedian guy. It was a celebrity Big Brother.
Yeah.
Rich.
Jack.
Oh, Jack
was it
D.
Jack D.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Jack D. And when he did that, Jack D was like, he said like it was too much for me. It was too much. Like everyone just being around him all the time.
Yeah.
He had to try and climb the fence, and he kicked.
But Wiley did look comfortable with ZezeMillz. He looked like he didn't seem like he wanted to get out of there or he wanted to. Because even at the end of the interview, they were still talking. Like you could tell that he wanted to continue. So he seemed comfortable in that environment.
Yeah.
No. Listen, Wiley's a character, but I just felt there was underlying stuff as well as.
But I think that's what everyone feels, and I think Wiley kind of was just like,
That's why everyone takes Wiley with a pinch of salt. It's like it's Wiley in it. You know what I mean?
But for okay, you can say that for a certain amount of time. That's just Wiley. But I think if you dig a bit more deep down,
Yeah.
I think,
like, he possibly has. But you know what it is? I feel like let him be in it. You know the ones there like he's
No, of course.
he's
yeah.
big enough in the game, like just kind of let him be in it.
man.
But like it was funny, even him talking about like even his stuff like his trolling on the internet, like it's all a joke.
Yeah.
He
Like,
enjoys
I
it.
rile people up.
Yeah.
RARL.
bro, nah. If you get a chance, watch it. Definitely
No,
watch
it
it.
was- it was
Although
definitely-
YouTube were trying to be out of order because when you Google searched that on Sunday, you couldn't find it.
Oh, is it?
They were out of order.
They were out,
proper,
you had to
like-
go to ZezeMillz and like she had a separate link for you to
Oh,
click
is
on
it?
it. Yeah.
Wow.
Why
Yeah.
did they do that?
I don't know.
I just think it was just,
All the algorithms, I
Yeah.
have no idea, but you couldn't search it.
but it was causing so much commotion. Everyone's like gearing up
Yeah.
for it. Then YouTube, why they did that? Someone must have reported it. I did something anyway. But yeah, it's definitely one to watch.
But he spits certain facts as well, you know, and all that he says.
Yeah.
Because it's true. Like AJ Tracy, he won't make a bigger tune than that. He won't.
Labrador
Like Labrador
Yeah.
one was so big. Like I can't. He'll be like, yeah, he'll always be trying to fight to get that much
yeah.
again, but he won't get it. Like it's
Said
true.
the same about Stormzy.
About he's brought out a book already. You know, he made that fact, and you thought, why the hell has he brought out a book already? And he just come into the scene. Well, I mean, public.
Yeah.
About 3-4 years.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he's already got. How did he describe it? Like a microwave meal.
Yeah.
I can't remember what exact wording, but he described him as a microwave meal. I thought, Ollie Wiley.
And I think Zeze was trying to go for him, and Wiley was like, look, Wiley was saying, "I've been there, I've done that. Like, so I'm the perfect person to tell you that this is what's happening because I've been through it." But Zeze wasn't really trying to vibes because Zeze, again, like I said, certain times she has her own agenda, and she tries to spin everyone, and she couldn't.
Like she tries to spin him and she goes, like, I thought you're just wanting everyone to praise you and worship you. And Wiley's not like that at all. Wiley's the opposite of that. Wiley doesn't, but Wiley brings people in. That's his main thing.
Yeah, that's
Like,
what- and that's what he's
he
always been
does.
doing.
You know what I mean? Him getting praise and I'm the good father. Like, nah. He's not about that life at all, man.
It's definitely, like I said, if you get to watch it, it's good, especially if you're a man of the scene. Like, I mean, watch that.
45 minutes is nothing.
Bruv, if everyone's been working from home, bruv, we've got to start watching these things anyway. All right, I'm not going to dwell on it because some of our listeners, they tried to turn off at this bit, but we talked about Arteta and Callum Hudson-Odoi getting the corona, and then the Premiership decided to go on lockdown. Then Formula 1 decided to go on lockdown. The tennis started to go on lockdown. The golf went on lockdown. The horse racing went on lockdown. Even WrestleMania has now gone on lockdown. But
Yeah, go on, sorry.
I'm still paying for Sky Sports and BT Sport. Yeah. And they're telling me they're not refunding me because it's only been postponed as opposed to cancelled. They like them words. They think they're taking it from Boris.
Yeah.
It's been postponed. So now I'm literally paying to watch repeats.
Mate,
Sorry to hear that. mate.
cancel.
Bruv, we just went into a contract.
Oh, Sky Sports,
Yeah.
I've cancelled it. I said I do not want. But to be fair, the only reason why I don't want Sky Sports because they took away wrestling, they took away obviously Champions League. I said to myself, what is your purpose?
Yeah.
Just instant cancel. There's no point in having Sky Sports anymore.
Premier League.
Yeah, but bro, alternative platforms. You know, I've got BT on my phone because of EE, and they give it to me for free.
No, I am with alternative platforms, but the problem is for little man, I don't really. Sometimes I just want him to be able to press Sky Sports and watch. Like he likes to go in there, just Google, like just type in Arsenal and come up with like watch. You know them ones there. I just don't. I don't want him to be that child yet. You know what I mean? Like
Back to the Premiership postponing. Like, I don't know if you guys saw Wayne Rooney, but he was upset with the Premiership because
I saw that. I saw that today.
Because basically the Premiership were like, yeah, games are still going on, but still everything's as per normal. Like, please go to the games, buy your tickets, whatnot. And then as soon as Mikel Arteta got it, they're like, oh yeah, no, sorry, yeah, the games are being stopped now. So Rooney was saying what? So it's taking Arteta to get it before you man stop it. Like you man know it's here, it's landed, and you still want us to play football. You still want the fans to mingle with each other, and you know it's here. But because Arteta got it, then you decided to stop it. Because if he played and he got it because it was instructed by the Premiership to play football, and then he affected one of his family members, he said he would have quit football. He would have quit football. He would have like sued the Premiership and whatnot.
Well,
He's
you know
like-
what?
he's like
I
Derby,
get-
yeah.
I get
He's in the
him
Premier Football
saying
League.
what he's saying, but I think he's just like, this is the thing when celebrities just connect because of the event, kind of like what you were saying. Like, yeah, okay, but Gary Neville was saying all that stuff anyway. He was constantly on Sky Sports throughout the week. So yeah, okay, Rooney's got a point, but He just wants.
No, but that's the problem with this society. No one's being proactive; it's reactive.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's reactive.
It's about being proactive. If something's happening and you can see it, and the obvious thing is to do is just postpone it, then postpone it.
But
Yeah.
why didn't the
But everything-
why didn't the PFA get involved? The players' representative. They usually like in other
Because
instances
they don't want to get involved. They don't want
but
to.
this-
they have no say,
but
really,
this is the major
No,
problem.
but they're the voice of the
major
players.
problem is this: everybody is waiting for the next man to say something.
Yeah.
So I'll give you an example. The schools right now, the schools are not closing, and we're not closing because we're waiting for the advice of the government to tell us the schools
Correct,
to close.
yeah.
Yeah, everyone is waiting on the advice of a next man to tell them to do anything, and that's where you're saying that no one's being proactive because everyone's waiting for the next man to make a decision. No one wants to be the person that says this is what's going to happen. Do you get me? Like the Euros this year cancelled, postponed till next year now.
Man.
Yeah, I'm gonna lie. They're talking about this season gonna be null and void. I'm all here for it. If Liverpool don't win the league, yeah, it's gonna be. This is gonna be the best thing that's happened for a long time.
Now Liverpool will win it.
Why?
Well,
Okay, on the
see,
level.
see, but no, but see, that's
I do think they've earned.
No,
their-
they get a shield and a certificate that says you got a lot of points. That's it. Bruv, they haven't won the league. How can you give a man... The reason why, you can't give a man first and you can't give a man second, third, for all the way up to 20. Unless you can position everybody, you can't give Liverpool first.
And if you do get Liverpool first, what about the bottom three? Are they going to get relegated?
And
How do you determine that?
Who gets top in Scotland? Who gets top in Spain? Who gets top in... This is all of the things that are going to happen.
I didn't
now.
think about it.
See,
so
it
you're right.
gets deep.
So,
It does
yeah.
get deep.
And that's why, for me, Liverpool get a certificate, you got a lot of points.
The people that are going to lose the most in this whole the sporting side of it is just the spectators, the people that got season tickets, the people that
Yeah,
follow their
exactly.
team.
I'm not getting a refund for that either. I'm getting mugged off by this coronavirus.
But if obviously now they're moving to 2020 to 21, they could potentially extend the season until September.
But it
You
depends-
can't
but
because the
coronavirus,
next season.
We don't know.
That's what I'm saying. We don't know how long the coronavirus could be there, but also when does next season start?
Mad.
Do you see what I'm saying? And that's the problem, and that's why you can't make it go so far. A lot of football players in the lower leagues, they have contracts up until the end of May.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how far can you make the season go?
With Willian, his contract ends in June, first week in June.
Yeah. So how? Do you know what I mean, how far can we go into it? And that's why I think Karen Brady came out and said it's going to be null and void.
She would say that though, innit?
West Ham, innit?
But also, if it's null and void, yeah, because Arsenal got 5th last season and Man City get kicked out, we go to the Champions League. It's, hey, bruv,
Imagine.
It's peak.
And
it's
all of the
peak.
points I've
scream.
gained on Premier Fantasy Football.
You're not
Done.
really good, are you?
Done.
done.
Scrapped.
Well, at least I now beat you, man.
No, it's null and void,
it's
bruv.
not-
It's
void.
null and
I'm gonna
void.
screenshot it.
There's 9 more games in the season. It's null and void.
Screenshot it. It's cool.
All right, well, that's that. Also, like I said, lots of films being pushed back.
Yeah, loads of films we pushed back.
Loads
I
of-
put on our Instagram page, you can see the list of films.
And then did you see today, they've also
Batman as well has been pushed
Black Widow?
back. As well. Is it pushed back as well?
Yeah.
pushed back,
Yeah.
man?
Wow.
Because to be fair, they pushed James for about 2-3 weeks ago. They pushed back James Bond as well.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, so like,
And New Mutants is
Yes.
pushed
Pushed back, yeah.
but,
I feel sorry for that film, man. It
I
had a
know,
bad
bruv.
rap, man. Like,
At least we got to
Bad
see
as
Bad
luck.
Boys
they,
free, innit?
they just need to.
it's true.
Yeah,
It's true.
That's probably the biggest film this year that we'll probably remember.
But do you
Fast
hear-
and Furious has been moved to next year.
Yeah, next year, man.
Do you hear about what Universal are doing though? They're doing a streaming for like straight to like video on demand for like Invisible Man,
They should do that. Yeah.
Trolls. You know the new Trolls film.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
wicked.
So that's
So who's doing that?
I don't see why they haven't done that already.
Universal,
Thank you. Yeah, that's what she's.
Which
just
in
do
a
that.
way, which is it's got its positives and cons as well, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Because in one way, it's like, well, especially if like a whole family are going to go out to cinema, you're going to watch something like Trolls, and you're spending like almost £100, £50, in it, and it's like, well, you just pay for it one time when you're.
But they know they're going to get like
No,
at
but-
this time with no other option. They know that it's a
That's
win.
a business model.
No, but it's a
right?
business.
They
But
should have
if
done
you
that ages
think,
ago,
no, but they have been
especially
doing
with
it.
what they're doing now.
They have been
Like,
doing it though. Do you remember there's some films that come out that are released on Sky on the same day they're
Yeah.
released in the cinema?
Yeah.
But ain't that because it's
Yeah,
like Sky
that's right.
Original?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But I think like
Yeah.
That's the start, though. Innit?
it's a
That's how
start.
it
You remember,
begins. Yeah.
and then all of a sudden they'll start taking out certain middlemen.
Yeah.
And then you get me. They'll take that power.
I have cinema there for people who want to go cinema, but have the option.
I don't think
I'd
cinema
rather watch,
will.
You know,
because-
like you punks in your alternative.
If you think about your Disney
Like-
Plus, Disney Plus, they could do that on their streaming site now.
Yeah.
Even if you pay a little bit more to watch
Yeah.
exclusives.
Yeah, like a box office.
Yeah.
But do you know what? That's what I'm saying. It's like sometimes I don't know about you guys, but when I watch a film for the first time, I want to watch it on the big screen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, certain
Like,
films.
I'll just
Yeah,
like-
that's what I mean, yeah.
There's certain films like I don't want to watch it for the first time
Yeah,
on
that
my
makes
TV.
sense.
Yeah,
Bruv,
Do you know what I mean?
come on, I'm unlimited, man. I go
Yeah.
cinema all the time. The fact that some films are watched on alternative
Yeah.
platforms makes me mad. I don't
Oh, yeah,
understand.
I don't think cinema will ever
Mate,
go out.
sorry, one
Yeah.
sec. The reason sometimes I have to jump ahead of the game and go on alternative platforms is because I'm on this pod and I have to research.
I appreciate that, but
And
like you're
like-
watching films with a man with a sombrero in the corner and he flings up the hat and then there's like these things that come down. Sometimes it's not all the time.
Yeah, you got to choose your movies right wisely.
Yeah, I think it's like there's certain films I gotta watch in cinema.
What film?
No,
I
that's
watched-
on when you watch it on the alternative platform.
Spider-Man.
Oh,
The
that.
man in the you see the man in the sombrero
Oh,
hat.
yeah. He's not always on it, though.
Like,
Yeah.
You
that's
need
what-
that Dolby
I'm-
sound,
okay,
bro,
I'll
that
give it 6.5
THX
actually.
sound quality, imagery.
No, but some films can definitely go alternative platforms.
Yeah.
Definitely. But yeah.
All right. Well, I guess that was last week's wrap up.
And just a quick thing, don't forget Disney Channel. I think their whole special price.
Disney Plus.
Disney Plus.
22nd.
24th.
24th.
So.
So when does it launch?
25th. No,
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought it's the
23rd, you know.
It's the 23rd. It launches 24th or something.
Yeah, it launches 24th.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. $49.99.
So don't forget, sign up now, ASAP, before
What
you
is
miss
it
it.
via Sky or just what?
No, you
No,
sign up
sign
for
up.
Disney Plus,
Yeah.
and then you get it, and then you have your log on, and then when Sky Q has it on their box, you can just put up your thing.
Or your
You go onto your
PlayStation.
phone, your
What-
PlayStation.
What with your smart TV? If you ain't got Sky,
Yeah,
smart
you can,
TV
there should be
Yeah.
apps.
They'll
There should
probably-
be
Yeah,
apps.
Some of the TVs will probably update with an app for it.
Yeah,
So
Are you man getting it?
yeah, I'm
Every
getting it.
man, Mike.
Yeah.
Mike's
Seriously,
not getting
one
it.
of Might still not get it. Might
One
still
of
not
you
get
lot,
it.
yeah, just share your
Mike
password,
wants to share password, bro.
Yeah, I've seen The Mandalorian already, innit? So
Yeah.
But this is what I was saying from before. Like, one man gets Netflix, shares the password. One man
Why
gets
not,
Prime,
bro?
shares the password.
Who's on Prime?
We could.
Is
I'm
everyone
on all of
Prime?
them.
I'm on
But you know the ones. It could be even a fully geeked one. Every man get me.
You lot on Prime?
Yeah, yeah.
Prime.
sort of. Yeah.
I'm gonna cancel mine then. Can I have one of yours, please?
Yeah, I
I
can.
just do it
I've
for the, I
literally
just do it
only
for the
watched it
delivery.
There's no one
Um,
signed up for the Apple
Yeah.
TV. The
We
Apple
sound so
It's
tight
lame.
now.
It's lame. It's lame. It's lame.
It's ruined.
It's lame.
isn't it?
But there was something that's coming on Apple
I
soon.
watched The Amazing Stories.
No, what do you call it? You remember that you put in the group, bruv? The thing that with Samuel L. Jackson and Thingy.
Oh, the banker.
The banker that
Yeah,
comes
that-
out exclusive on Apple
Oh,
Plus.
is it?
That's on
Yeah.
Apple
Oh,
Plus.
okay,
Yeah.
cool.
That's coming out. I think the 23rd or 4th or something like that as well.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it got pushed back because
Yeah.
someone that made it was in some case of some sort.
Oh yes, sorry. Going back to last week, my man went prison.
Who?
Weinstein.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
How long did he get?
23 years.
23 years.
R.I.P. man.
He asked for 5 years. I said, no, we'll get it 23.
I think it's good because
After 5 years.
man.
Yeah, he said, asked for 5
Some
years.
quality in this.
and I heard he got sent to what do you call it, Rikers.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Listen, he's on his deathbed already. The way he looks, the way he's trying to walk and stuff. Anyway, his time will bring 5 years.
He's
he'll
still
be
going to
dead.
appeal, innit? And you know how this whole
The
thing,
system
innit?
is. I don't know, but I mean, they sent Bill Cosby down. The least you could do is send Weinstein.
Is
down.
Bill Cosby still in prison?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's gonna die in
He's
prison.
going to die in prison, man. 100%.
Wow.
So sad.
Man says he's
Well,
gonna buy a network, and then all of a sudden he
Oh,
got
we
caught up in
didn't
this.
do- Anyway, don't get me started.
Yeah, no, that's a
Don't get me
whole
started.
different story.
All right, but that was last week.
He did it.
You see this guy? This guy's gonna get us shut down.
I know.
All right, Liar. Did any of you watch it?
Yeah.
You lied. Nah, I didn't watch it.
I watched it. Rich, if
Story
you dare
unfolds.
put a time underneath this, I'm gonna cut you, fam. All right.
Well, is no one gonna go at this bro for like the self promotion? That he's
I
doing?
know, big time, you know.
Did you notice how like
Big
when
time.
his beat came in, you
Big
couldn't hear
beat.
no one speaking.
Yeah. Just
heard the
anymore.
beat.
Just the beat, bruv. Just we're in the background.
Bro,
And it
So
was
do you
just-
make drill?
Just him like.
I'm like, wow.
Bro, he got the best
Promotion.
picture. Every hairline was looking sharp. Everything.
Beard was looking sharp. I said,
Like,
Sky.
Yeah, Photoshop pictures, innit?
Now, can I just say, with the beat, I didn't level it properly.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
It should have been a bit lower than it was. Apologies, but you know, if I'm gonna, you mentioned drill, and I have to put my little drill tune there. You know what I mean? But anyway, let's move on.
Yeah, but like I said, also if you do listen to the pod on audio, do check out the YouTube videos because it's like listening to a whole other pod. It brings a whole other level to it. Big up yourself, Rich. Still.
Thank you very much.
Oh,
Do you like the claps in the beginning?
I did hear the claps in the beginning as well.
I was just playing with stuff. I was messing about.
Yeah, we will. All right. So those that did watch Liar episode 3 and those that watched Liar episode 3, it was all about how Carl thought he killed Andrew, give or take. Yeah. So last week we spoke about Carl. Carl was the black guy we didn't know who he was about. And to be fair, I just spoke and Richard put a time underneath. Okay. So he was vexed that Andrew had got away from raping his wife. Yeah. So he called him on a boat, which was called the Hopeless Romantic. Don't know why. After a bit of a scrap, he overpowered him. Basically tied him up, took him to the middle of the sea and pushed him off the boat. So he thought he murdered him. Yeah? So I thought, oh my God, he actually murdered him. And he had do you see when he had the knife on the beginning? Yeah. And all I was waiting for to say is for Richard to go, was that the one who slit his throat? But you missed the cue because he was playing with the mask. All right.
Oh, I'm just catching up on Liar.
But do you think he meant to, you see how he pushed him off the boat?
Yeah.
That was, because he
didn't mean,
was saying something in it. So
I don't think
he was going to try and kill him a different way.
Possibly.
He looked like he just done that as a reactive.
But why is he taking him out in the boat then?
Because he raped his wife.
Yeah, he raped his wife.
But he's
so
now...
he caught him on a boat.
Oh, okay.
He was on the boat.
I've missed you, Mike.
He tied him up.
This go, Mike.
He was on a boat. He tied him up and then jokes him into the middle of the thing because he wants to kill him.
Yeah.
Because why is this man getting away with raping my wife?
Okay, so he was already on the boat. So he was probably going to throw him off the boat then.
Yeah, we said it, but we didn't know. He had a knife with him, so I don't know what he was going to do. But anyway, he throws him off the boat. He thinks he killed him. Yeah? And then later on, he's found in a he goes to a cabin with a gun, ready to off himself because like he feels the guilt that he killed this man.
Yeah. Okay.
So the advert, just for the advert, you hear bang, then the advert. You're like, oh my God, he killed himself. Mad. They turn up, the wife and Laura turn up. Turn out he didn't kill himself, he just shot the window. No, like he couldn't go through with it. He says to him, he didn't die 3 weeks ago, he only died 6 days ago, so you didn't kill him.
Yeah.
So then it goes to that kind of flashback of how he actually survived, which is the most mythical thing I've ever seen in my life. I'm not going to lie. This here is creativity ton up.
Yeah.
He fell backwards into the water with his hands tied behind his back. He sank down. He started like he's unconscious now, underwater. Then somehow, bare water's going in his lungs. Bare water's he must be swallowing bare water. He now comes around. Somehow, he screams for help. He still must be swallowing water. He reaches in his pocket, feels that he's got a scalpel.
But didn't he just have his hands tied?
Behind his back, yes. He, with the scalpel, cuts the wire, that his hands are tied with. It came out on Monday.
I know, but some people are catching up now because they're working from home, innit?
Apparently, they have to do spoilers, so...
It's not a spoiler.
All right, sorry, work from home crew.
Bruv, they could have watched it on Monday.
Yeah, I know, but they may
It's Friday.
Now they've got time.
It's Friday.
All right, sorry, I'll just let you carry on.
Anyway, he manages to come up to the ocean. He still swallowed loads of water, but he's okay. And he has enough oxygen in his lungs to swim from there all the way to the ocean, back to the seabed.
So unrealistic.
But he was unconscious.
He was unconscious in water.
You know you can't hold your breath unconscious, right? You guys know that, right?
No, bro.
It is a TV show, though.
I'm just saying.
I thought a mermaid was going to save him, but he didn't say that.
Unless he's a professional diver, I don't know how he did it because he was literally
the great grandson of Houdini.
Richard, Mike's really old, isn't it?
Everyone knows Houdini. Look,
I think he is.
Oh, you know what? All right.
Anyway, Andrew then found Laura. He threatened that he's going to basically ruin her life.
Yeah.
And that's what he was doing.
Okay.
There's little bits and pieces that go on. Laura's sister tried to lie for her. But then she just got cussed out by her ex and Laura. I felt like...
You probably switched, man. That was
like why you switched on her for?
Yeah. It's Oscar-winning acting, though. But yeah.
And then, then they find Laura's car that she doesn't drive, and it had a sat-nav in it. They go to the sat-nav, and it takes them to this random destination. Again, it's a big, massive container, because like we spoke about last time, there's always on shipping that. Yeah. There's a big, massive container. The dogs get mental. Considering there's no reason for them to go to the container, they're on blues and twos, yeah? There's no one there. Why are you going with your big sirens? They get there, they pop open the container, the dog's getting mad. They walk into the container, they look like,
yeah. And it cuts the credits.
No, then they're like, oh, we need Socko in here.
Yeah, Socko.
Yeah, which basically is a scenes of crime officer. What was in there? We don't know. But it is getting a bit more juicier.
Yeah. But didn't you ask the question, how did Andrew's blood get onto the key?
Yeah, no, so also Laura's going around trying to be a police investigator, And Laura's saying to everybody, "Did you set me up?" He goes to man, "Did you set me up?" All that kind of stuff. We don't know how the key got there. Yeah, we still don't know how the key got in the house. But I also think I don't know if Laura's being as truthful as she should be. So Laura might be the murderer.
Sure, you know, after all, it's called Liar as well, isn't it? So they might play true to its title.
The whole show could just be a big lie.
Who knows, man?
So what about the necklace that Andrew stole?
It hasn't come back up yet. No, the thing is, I respect this. You know why I respect this? Because man is using the Googles to come back with stuff. I respect it. Next question.
You weren't that quick, was you?
No, but you know Laura's solicitor.
Yeah.
You know, didn't you think her hair grew back so quickly?
You know that picture's from Fleabag, isn't it?
Don't touch him.
Don't touch it, man. Don't touch it. But on a level,
picture from Fleabag, you know.
Liar, for me, Liar is getting a bit more juicier. And I think there's 3 more episodes of the series. I know none of you are into it, but it's still alright, you know.
No, I'm liking it, man.
But there's gonna be the last series though.
Yeah, I'm surprised they made a second one.
Yeah, it's gonna be the last series because they can't really make a third one.
They probably just made a second one because it was the first one was so good, isn't it? That's the force it.
Alright, cool. You can stop the clock now, Rich. Alright. Kate, any of you been watching anything on Netflix?
Yes.
What you been watching, bro?
On my block.
What's it saying? Series 3?
I started watching it.
Series 1?
It's big, innit?
No.
No, you can't just watch
No. I think I just started watching it. Just
On
fresh.
series 1?
Yeah, series 1. Just started watching.
What do you think of it
fresh.
so far?
I just felt it was a bit weird at first.
Yeah.
I'm not used to. I don't know what to expect.
Yeah. It's one of those
but I think I'm gonna see episode 3. But it seems okay for now.
It's half an hour. Every episode is half an hour, so it's quick.
The kids have backed it at school, bro.
Yeah, but I love
season
it.
3.
I love it, man. There's so much in it. But yeah, well, I advise everyone to watch it, especially because of the whole apocalypse thing. Everyone's working from home. It's half an hour every episode. It's quick things.
Yeah.
It's easy on the eye. It's just
Synopsis, no? Or have we done that already?
No, it's like some of these Latino kids.
It's Latino and blacks, but more Latino. But it's just the best way to describe. They got this.
These
you have to watch
they're
it.
kids growing up and basically just the kind of dramas they catch themselves into.
Yeah,
but
but it's adult dramas. It's not kid dramas they get involved with. They get involved with adult dramas.
Yeah,
you know
like
what I
one
mean?
of the older brothers is like a bit of a gangbanger.
Mexican gangbanger and stuff like that.
What's it called?
On my block.
Yeah, but yes, do get a pen and paper because there's gonna be lots of stuff for you to write down from this episode.
Yeah,
because
I haven't seen that yet, but I'm trying to finish off some of the series that
no
we
worries,
started
bro.
before.
No worries, bro.
Have we all cancelled the Hunters?
No, we have not cancelled.
Alright, cool.
The Hunters is just like Godfather of Harlem, innit? Like you start off talking about it, and it just dies off eventually.
Yeah, but I'm trying to commit in it. I'm trying to stick with it.
I finished it and I forgot about it completely.
Oh
you know?
wow!
Like
Man,
it was alright, innit? But it's like, okay, this is.
Yeah, I just feel like I've got on the journey. Like
No, you. It's a journey you got to continue.
Yeah.
Like wait to the end that you finish it, and you're like, okay, cool.
Oh, you ain't finished it?
No. I parked it for a bit. I've just jumped back in on episode 4.
Did any of you watch Man in the High Castle
No.
on Amazon Prime? That's a bit similar because that was about it was after the World War II with the Germans and the Nazis and the Japanese, or the Germans and the Japanese, whatever you want to call them. And basically, the war didn't end the way it did.
Yeah.
And basically, they split the United States of America in two.
Yeah.
And the German have one side and the Japanese have another side. And then they have these kind of like dreams and visions of these things. This man in the High Castle, he sends out these secret films of what the world could be like. Like, it's similar to that kind of thing, but it's actually very good. That's very good.
That does sound deep, you know. I remember the advertising.
Yeah, it's good. I think they were like
Man in the High
third
Castle.
series now. I think they're waiting for the 4th series. It's decent.
Okay.
Man, Walking Dead. I haven't seen the last episode.
Oh my gosh.
I haven't seen it. Nah.
The latest episode, bro. I'm not even saying anything. You need to get on
don't
it,
do that to me, bro.
This is The Walking Dead as we know it, innit?
Yeah.
Watch it, man.
I'm gonna watch it tonight.
So didn't The Walking Dead?
Here we go.
No, I know. But when Rick went, everyone was like, "Oh, it just needs to end."
Yeah, because
I kinda
and
feel
then
like
you
it
lot was
is
even
after
for
the
2
time.
seasons it was dead. For 2 seasons it was like nothing really happening. But this, the latter part of this season, it's been.
So
it's
how
been
many
good.
episodes?
really
When you say
good.
the latter part,
So
was it
that
like
means Rick's back.
you were just watching it for the sake of watching it at the
after
start?
the break?
Yeah.
Basically.
It was
That means
fillers,
Rick's
not
back.
in a good way, man. But like this
No, he's not
one,
back, he's not
Well, then.
yeah, this one was good, man.
Yeah,
Like,
really
this has
good.
been picking
It's
up.
back to the Walking
Yeah.
Dead.
Like, trust me.
I don't watch the program.
Oh yeah, I haven't watched it.
Any of you watched that film Spencer Confidential yet?
Nah.
if you have a chance, do watch that film.
What was that, Netflix film?
Netflix film. Mark Wahlberg, Bakeem Woodbine,
I've seen it.
and
And
Duke, the one who plays M'Baku.
Is it Winston Duke? Or?
Yeah, Winston Duke plays M'Baku. I don't know why I keep saying
Who does he play?
M'Baku. Wakanda forever. Basically, it's a police officer gets sent to prison for beating up his captain.
Yeah. I
Because
started
because he was abusing his wife.
Okay.
He gets sent to prison. Then he's in prison for 5 years.
Beg you spoilers. I beg
There's
you,
no
please.
spoilers.
I
No
beg.
spoilers. No spoilers. No spoilers.
Is this? Are you just,
Bruv, it's on the synopsis. There is no
Alright.
spoilers.
what's the name of it again, though? Just so we can. Just,
SpenserConfidential.
Spencer Confidential, everyone. Just read the
He comes
synopsis
out of
on
prison
Netflix.
5 years later, and then the person who he went to prison for beating up, him and another police officer die. Beginning of the thing. And then basically he tries to find out who did it. No spoilers. Yeah. Also on Netflix now they have a thing called Top 10.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Yeah,
top
I
10
see
UK.
that, yeah.
So like the top 10 things of what's going on in that.
Okay.
So sometimes you just look in top 10 and see things to
Alternative
watch.
platforms.
It's
are
on
kinda
number
doing
4.
that as well.
Alternative platforms are not doing
They
that.
do most popular. So you go there.
Yeah, but they've always done that.
Yeah, I know, but yeah, exactly. You guys are just chasing the what we're doing.
You guys, you know,
Anyway.
Yeah.
the ones that pay for stuff. Basically, he's saying.
Tired ass. Pause. All right, SpenserConfidential. There's a pause.
Yeah.
There's a pause.
I get it.
I didn't want to talk about else. Is there anything else that people been watching?
Narcos season 3. No, Narcos Mexico season 3. I should say.
Is it good?
No, it's good, you know. Trust me. Like, I only watched one episode, but it's one of these because it's in subtitles. Most of it, you have to concentrate on it. You can't miss nothing at all. So, this first episode
Mike
was
can't watch it then.
no, it's good, man.
But it's not because I'm racist.
because
Wow.
Why have you always been
Because
race into it?
Richard tried to say that last
No,
time.
but you know, you bring in race, the whole Brexit
Kinda makes you
thing
look racist,
and
to
everything.
be fair.
Why?
Next, you'll be telling us how many
Anyway,
non-black.
what are you saying?
no, it's good, isn't it? The first episode's good, isn't it? Like,
racist, you know.
like, yeah. So I say get on that.
Cool. What's it called again?
Narcos Mexico.
That's it.
All right, cool. Did any of you watch NoSports episode 3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
And last week,
I binged it all. I can't remember the whole thing.
That was we was told not to.
I know, but
But-
I saw my brethren
yeah.
and like shout out to Ty. He's binged it all.
Oh, Ty, he's watching now?
Yeah.
Oh, is
He's
it?
watched it all. And I was
He's
just bored
friend
and
now.
I was watching it.
Imagine it's his friend now.
His
And
friend
then
now.
Like Ty don't know none of us.
he does. He knows you. He listens. Anyway,
No, he doesn't.
He does. He'll listen to this one because it's spoiler free. So anyway, with that, and obviously what you guys said, Mike, make sure you watch up to 4 episodes. I was like, damn,
No, we didn't
that's-
say. We said 2 episodes. Bro.
No, you said you got to watch episode 4.
No, we didn't. We said 1 to 3,
to be
bro.
fair.
Yeah, but I
Man said yeah, but like.
Anyway,
no-
I'll
Yeah,
play it
but-
back. Anyway, I just went in because I thought, you know what, let me just wrap this up. And yeah, I watched it. It's the answer to
No,
the
no,
question.
and we could have wrapped up. I just felt like because the public watch it, that's why I just kept it.
But a lot of people watch it all, like just watch it all. A lot of people.
Because
do.
for me, the reason I did it, the pace, I just thought, you know what, I need to just done this. Like, it's a good story, but maybe just me, I just, like, it was a sit-down watch. There wasn't moments where you could go and put the kettle on. You had to sort of watch it, because...
It's a good thing though, right?
Yeah, but I was
Most
just...
people-
the kettle,
I know, but he's old, isn't it? You know?
bro.
Setting yourself up.
All right. I know what I mean. Like, I watch it, but I was just
You
like...
know, one thing about Doc Cotton.
Anyway.
the fag.
I did that as an example. I'm not putting the kettle.
No, that
I'm
came
just-
out so natural.
I'm
bro.
just-
That came out so natural.
Freaking hell.
We're not promoting the show. too
Anyway,
much.
who else is? Did anyone else watch it?
Yeah, we all watched
Oh, I
it.
was like talking it. Just forget about what I said.
All right, well, I'm not going to do the thing. Apparently, people get upset with me because I kept on telling them it's different from the book. So I'm not going to do it this week. But a lot of people get it. And we know it's different from the book.
I appreciate it myself.
Thank you, my
Listening
bro.
to that.
I've not read the
The
book,
whole
but when I was watching
Lacon,
it,
Yeah.
like he's a brother, but he annoys me a bit. I'm not gonna lie.
He's very annoying.
Okay, cool. Because I was like, should I feel like this?
Yeah, because he's...
But that's what I mean, they're portraying. That's what I'm saying. That's what we were saying last week, where the way they're portraying us is not it's not
not
us.
real because
it's not
also-
real. They do that on how the Europeans done
Yeah,
it.
and
do you know
that
what I mean? Yeah.
history hasn't happened now, so we
Yeah.
haven't got any reason to treat them like that. So
Yeah.
we wouldn't be like
We
that.
wouldn't
If
be
we
like that.
became in power,
Yeah.
just naturally, we wouldn't be like we'd be in righteous power.
Right.
You assume.
No.
No,
That's how we
assume.
are.
But no, but you don't know that. You don't know that.
Do you know how Africa was so?
Bruv, it would be righteous
I
judgment.
understand what he's saying, but we
create-
don't know
listen,
that.
We
know that.
create everything, you know.
Okay, but it's an assumption that the way that we will act.
No, bro.
Like, if we were like that, if we had all the power, etc., and I don't want to go off topic too much.
we had the power back in the day.
But
though.
if, right, so-
we had the power. Bro.
Okay, but it's gone.
It doesn't
Right?
matter.
But
But we had the power.
it doesn't mean that we were all good, humble people.
Well, yeah, because
Civilization was invented in Africa, bro.
Okay, but it still doesn't mean we're all good, humble people.
No, of course, there's bad people everywhere. But obviously, how the kingdoms were ruled and everything was very organized, very structured. Everyone knew their place. It was cool. There was no like, well, I don't know, I wasn't there, but do you know what I mean? From the books I've read, you know what I mean? Africa was very organized, very structured. It was very. But the richest man in the world was Africa. The first university was in
Mansa
Africa.
Musa.
Yeah, Mansa Musa, bro. Like, you got to know your history, bro. The different empires.
We listen. I know my history, but I'm just playing devil advocate here. I'm just chucking it. But you assume we would be like that.
No, because we know ourselves.
Okay, all right.
No, I'm inclined to agree with Rich.
I
to
do,
be
because
fair.
I'm
Because
assuming.
Okay, all right.
Power-
Okay, no.
Yeah.
Okay, we can assume that it wasn't
Oh, okay.
the
Yeah,
same.
okay.
We can assume
No,
it
but
wasn't the same. They're not the same. They're not.
I'm not
the same.
comparing.
Mike's
them.
mentioned Mugabe.
No, I'm not.
And you mentioned Idi
Mugabe.
Amin. They're not
I'm
the
just
same.
giving examples of.
Mugabe's that way because of the Europeans, because the Europeans were taking half of Zimbabwe land.
I know,
You what I mean?
but then how did he treat his people?
That's up for debate. Some
know. Some would say
people
that.
I mean,
loved
this is
it.
could be a whole nother pod because I've got some other info, but we're not going there yet.
Obviously, because Mike was around them times.
Oh,
so
he
it
was
was like,
He saw it first hand.
Not in them books BC or AD. No, not in them.
Mugabe wasn't around in it.
I'm not talking about. You're going on like I'm some sort of time
But
traveler.
okay, it's true. What would you say? We all assume.
We assume.
We assume.
Oh,
we
you-
assume-
you
okay.
agree with Rich now.
No, we assume.
No,
and
I can change my mind.
we
Am I allowed to change
assume,
my
and
mind?
what it is. No, but okay. I guess what it is. In the same way that Europeans might look at it uncomfortably because they see what
Themselves.
they see themselves and they think that's not how we are. We would look at it and maybe we feel uncomfortable as ourselves to say, I don't believe that that's how we would portray ourselves if we was in that. If it was the roles were reversed, I don't believe we would be like that. And maybe it's just the fact that all of us are very uncomfortable at it. Yeah, and I think that's what it's more about is the fact that looking at it, we're like, well, why would we be like that? Because there would be, like you said, there's no reason for us to be like that. Yeah, but again, there's no reason for them to be like that, and they're still like that. So it can work both ways.
And just one other thing, just changing, like still on topic, but a different section of the topic. She did kiss him first, like you mentioned.
Not in the book.
Oh, in the book, she did.
That's what I said, bro.
Oh,
I said in
sorry,
the
I
book.
thought you said in the
I said in the
show.
book they changed the whole narrative
Alright,
because
carry on. Please don't refer to the book anymore.
And you know, Africans went to America first. I'm not, you know, and then like it's proven that Africans were in America first and stuff like that. You know, and there's no evidence of they more treat anyone there or blah blah blah. Do you know what I mean? They went left and they went back. Simple. You know what I mean?
But we just got to remember, happened thousands of years ago, so things have changed dramatically over time.
Yeah, over time, obviously things will change. You know what I mean? Who knows? Like you said, when people get power, it goes to their head.
But
I mean, look at some of these record companies, how they treat their people, and they're the same people.
Yeah, I'm so happy you laughed. I'm so happy you laughed.
I'm
at
just
your
trying
own
to.
joke.
I'm not
I'm so
naming
happy.
any brands or stuff, but you know.
So episode 3, all right, we had Callum. Callum was being hard done by in the army, yeah, by Lacan, yeah. So much so that after ending last week, obviously he made him end up leaving the army. To be honest, yeah. So Callum now left the army, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, after he was being forced to kind of lift up the gun and point at his brother
You
Jude.
took that a bit too far, right?
Yeah,
Because if that chick didn't obviously knock the firearm, he would have shot his brother.
yeah.
But why was he so angry at her?
Because she knew,
She knew.
and she didn't tell him.
Yeah.
Knew what?
That
She
the
knew
gun
that
had.
the guy was tampered.
You
with.
don't watch
Yeah.
No. But because when he was shouting at her, it wasn't as clear what he said.
No, because before you saw him put
The
in
fact that she kicked the gun up,
Right.
he's then now he's thought, he's like, why she must have kicked the gun up because she knew.
Yeah.
So that's why he just flipped on her then, not from he didn't like at that point when she kicked the gun up, then he knew.
That's
And
why
obviously
he's-
she got away with it because remember she was in the hotel the week before
With that, yeah.
with the guy, and then because she then said, "Well, the only reason you was there is because you're looking for your girlfriend." So he felt embarrassed. That's why he tried to lower because like even at the beginning when they're doing the army exercise, he doesn't put the weight in her bag. He was going to put the weight in Callum's bag.
That's right, yeah.
And Callum's like, "What have you got on him? Why he's not doing this?" Yeah, so that was Callum.
But don't you think it's a bit silly? I know you start pointing the gun at his brother.
Do you think it was silly that he had to point the gun at his
He's in the
brother?
army.
He's in the army. You have to do what you got to
You gotta
do,
do it,
and that's
yeah.
what they said. If you're part of the army, you it's like in your police. If you're in the police, you're blue blood.
Yeah.
You get me? Like you have to back the police. You can't say, "Oh no, bruv, I know him. Like I know him from back in the day. Let him go."
It kind of showed you that in the first episode.
Yeah.
I think it is when they asked him what he would do.
Yeah.
And he showed you that I got to be from my team, innit? Like, my captain told me to do this. I got to
I've
do
got
what
to
he
do
said.
this.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like a callback kind of thing.
We had Kamal. Yeah, we had Kamal getting into bed with Jack. Well, not into bed literally, but they was in a taxi cab.
Yeah.
And then basically he got Jack out of prison. And he's like, "Me and you got to work together to get rid of the Prime Minister. Anything I want to do, you can do for me, blah, blah, blah." Then he kind of says, yeah, cool, I'll do this for you. Then he switches at Kamal. And then right at the end, like, he has the bomb.
Oh, yeah.
And he puts the bomb in the hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what's going to happen with that? Those that have watched episode 4, just don't say nothing, because obviously you've watched it already. All right? I don't know, I watched it.
I've seen it. I've seen it.
Okay, excellent.
Christian Bale's in it.
We got Maggie being fired. Yeah? So Maggie got fired by Jasmine.
That was nonsense.
I thought that was out of order.
Poor.
I really thought it was going to be sorted out.
Yeah.
She was going to come back and work it, but I thought, yeah,
That was in the book.
okay.
Comment. What's her name? Maggie.
Maggie, yeah.
Like she's clearly around for them people. Like she loves them.
Yeah.
Like their family. So I wasn't.
Just keep watching
happy
it.
about
Just
that.
keep watching it.
They're
You know what I'm
moving.
gonna say?
Okay, I'm not going to say it again, but they're moving more towards the theme of the book again, if that makes sense. They went left already, they're now going back towards the book slightly. Yeah? Because she thought she told Kamal about obviously the fair. Kamal, to be fair, he held that like, I don't know if Kamal's doing something himself, but he held that very secretly. He was like, "Yeah, don't worry, you might be like doing something with somebody else. Your indiscretions, it's cool, it's cool." As a man, if any of you saying that,
No way.
power or not, bruv, like I just thought, whoa, bro, like obviously that's why she switched. She sacked her.
But at the same time, you know, anyway, when you watch it, you can reflect on some of these these situations that they've been in, and you'll understand why he was probably taking that approach.
All right, you do know I've read all of the books now.
I know, but I'm trying to I don't want it to just be us having a because I've seen the whole series.
Yeah, but bro, just wait, man.
I know, but I'm just.
Yeah, just wait. When everyone's watched it.
But I'm not giving anything away. I'm just trying to like.
But you're trying to like, oh, don't, yeah, but you know,
Yeah,
okay,
but I'm
just chill.
adding a bit of excitement, and
There's no excitement, bro.
there is. You look more interested to go and watch the next episode now.
No, not really. I was going to do that anyway.
All right, cool.
Yeah, I feel like we just, I don't know, I feel like we need to sing a couple kumbayas and meditation because the energy right now is wild. Yeah, Jasmine tried to kill herself and that's why she would end up in the hospital.
Yeah.
And obviously that's where the bomb went off. The dad,
She died. Did she die?
no,
No.
the bomb goes off. We don't go back in the hospital.
Okay.
The bomb goes off and they're outside. Yeah. Then you've got the dad, Ryan. He's joining the Liberation Militia.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
That's right.
I was
yeah.
thinking that. I thought, well, why is he joining? I don't.
He's so hard done by, like he's downtrodden, everything's happening. Like the wife has lost her job. Like I can't. How we surviving?
She's got a lot of money now.
She gave it back.
Gave it back.
Give it back, bro.
She did give it back, didn't she?
She did, yeah.
But we don't know. She took a couple notes out.
No, she gave it back, bro.
She gave it back, bro. And then you had Seffi and Callum getting busy.
When that hotel.
No, the yard. And the mum came.
Oh, yeah.
The one upstairs.
The one upstairs.
Yeah.
And then Maggie comes, she finds out, she's like, okay, cool, whatever, yeah, that's no worries, that's fine. She comes upstairs, she's just wearing her long t-shirt and with them things there. And also she met Yaro, which is Kamal's other mixed race son.
Yeah.
Yeah? So, I don't know if you've noticed, I thought he was a bit light skinned, but he's actually mixed race as well. So obviously that means Kamal was on them things
That's what I
already.
thought. I thought that was Maggie's son. That's what I thought initially.
That's what I thought.
That's
yeah.
what I thought.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. When she was on the bus and saw him and all that.
But we still enjoying the series so far.
No, I wanted to watch episode 4, but I thought, no, I'm just going to hold back.
Yeah, I respect. I held back.
Yeah, it's alright. Right.
I pay TV license. Yeah, I pay TV license. It was on BBC iPlayer, so I'm entitled to
Look at the
watch.
price of fish.
Watch it.
I don't know.
So that's why I watched it because I actually wanted to.
I
that's
think
why
he
you
really I think he really didn't get sex with you at Bristol, you know, because he's very tense, bro. He is very tense. He booked the hotel room. She didn't turn up, bro.
there
What's
was-
going
there
on,
was.
Mate, I went out there for work. That's it.
that's what
Look,
we're
you
calling
can
it,
do
work.
your little look, and I don't want no footage. Seriously, bro.
I haven't recorded anything.
I know, you know, I don't need that video up there no more.
All right, well, Merv, I feel like you don't really like Noughts and Crosses.
No, I think it's alright. I think, you know what, the first couple of episodes is like, yeah, but I can see sort of where it's going, innit? Like,
That's what I was trying to say. Even though I've killed the whole series, that's why I wanted to.
It's a drama, but it's kind of obvious where it's gonna go. Like, we're not
It's
gonna.
not.
No. Okay.
Yeah, for
I
me,
think-
it was it's just the pace.
yeah,
It's
I think,
it's only 6
pacing-
episodes, right?
Yeah.
No,
So what
but
do you
it's
mean?
just
Yeah,
Like,
pacing and things
there was
like
no,
that.
you know, like sometimes when you watch this, like they don't have to do it
Bro,
because
like
obviously the
Flash
type of show
guys,
it is.
sorry. Flash has 22 episodes.
Yeah, but what? Let me just say.
The pace is
What I'm saying is,
ridiculous 'cause there's
even within
fillers.
Flash, they might do one episode where it's okay. This is like there's always those filler episodes and stuff like that. It was consistent, but for me, that's why I had to watch it. Get out of the way
But
because
is that different because Noughts and Crosses is a book adaptation, as opposed to a series that is a TV series that is made for TV, like so they have cliffhangers and all that kind of stuff. This is a book, and they've literally just looked at a book, tried to chunk it up into
Yeah.
6 spaces, so they might not necessarily finish on a cliffhanger because the book doesn't allow it to.
Yeah.
And like I said to you you weren't here last time. The book is written by the perception of 2 different people. Yeah, where now it's not his story and her story. They've now got to put loads of other things in it, as opposed to just his and her story.
See, I've never read the book, so I've got nothing to compare it to. But just watching it as a TV program, I'm like, yeah, it's alright. Like, but I'm just at that stage of, yeah, it's alright. Do you know what I mean?
yeah. But I haven't read the book as well. But I don't know. Like, it's just there's been other adaptations that I've probably watched that have come from a book to a TV show, and I probably wasn't aware of it because it didn't have like the sort of the hype around it, or not the hype, but just the coverage that this is kind of like got just because of what it is. But it was just, it's not a bad thing. It's just, yeah, it just like I watched it, but it's a good story. But I'm gonna stop talking now because you like just like I'm just talking in it.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, that's my bit.
All right. Well, thank you for that, Mike. All right, guys. So, like I said, we're in the middle of this coronavirus thing and this pandemic, as we've now called it.
Yeah.
Okay, so a lot of people are now having to work from home. A lot of people are potentially not going to be allowed to leave their house unless they want to go shopping, vice versa, those kind of things. What would you say are your go-to series or stuff like that people at home should be watching right now? So, a man's listening to this pod right now. He's going, boy, I'm at home for the next couple of weeks. What should I be watching?
Picard.
Picard.
I keep forgetting about that. You know.
I know.
Let me put that in my
Picard.
I'm
phone
behind a
now.
few episodes. I ain't gonna lie,
Yeah.
but I need to watch that. Is it finished now? Or is it still going?
Still going on.
Still going.
Yeah,
Alright,
I think potentially might be 10 episodes from what I
Okay.
can see.
All right, can we review that next week?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'll
What
catch up.
platform
I'll
are we
catch up.
talking about?
Prime.
Netflix, right?
It's on
Prime.
Prime. But were you a Star Trek fan? You like Star Trek Enterprise? Right?
Let me
Yeah.
put what-
Did you watch Discovery?
No.
No. Okay.
All right, Picard.
Yeah.
Anything else that think people should be watching? I started watching a thing called 100 Humans today.
Oh, is it? Never heard of
Yeah,
that.
it's only I just came out on Netflix. It's basically these scientists. They do lots of different experiments, that kind of thing, and they have like 100 people, and they ask 100 people some things, and they kind of do different experiments. These 100 people to kind of work out how people's personalities are. So for day one, the first one was about how attractive people are.
Yeah.
And they'll have like 100 people, and they've all in tracksuits with like number 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever, and they ask different questions to try and find out about the kind of psychology of people. It's one of them kind of. It's like, it's not.
Social experiments kind of
Yeah,
thing.
it's nothing too deep, but we watched it at work, to be honest. Like,
Yeah.
when we wasn't teaching the kids.
Well, are we talking about old episodes?
Anything
Anything,
that you
anything,
can,
yeah.
like anything that people should be watching, because like I said, you will have people like I guarantee within the next week you'll go on Twitter and they'll be like looking for things to watch on Netflix or looking. I mean, what should people be watching?
I would
Let's get
say
ahead of the game.
Just from back in the day, watch The Wire. something that
That's
you
a
know.
good shout, you know.
It is a
People
very good
haven't
shout. The
seen
only
it,
problem
watch
is
The
The Wire
Wire.
is you'd have to watch it on alternative platforms because it's
Yeah,
not on
I don't
anything.
think it's-
I don't even know if it's on Sky
I
Box
think
Sets
when we're
anymore.
saying
Get the box
Netflix,
sets,
like
man.
maybe we
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
say on platforms in general. Just
Um,
that way we can give everyone a chance because some people are subscribed to Amazon and
No,
not
no, that's what I meant. I didn't say Netflix, Prime, anything. Because I meant
Yeah,
like
anything, yeah.
online as opposed to alternative platforms. I mean, we had people in the comments saying, what alternative platforms? She kept on asking me, what alternative platforms? I had to say, look, DM us because I can't put the
Yeah.
business out there like that.
Did she? She DM'd.
She did DM.
Oh, okay.
So clearly she didn't want it that badly.
No, but yeah,
Breaking Bad is good as well. Breaking Bad is a good
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, Breaking Bad. Yeah. It's like,
and that
Never
as well.
seen that, you know.
But I think I'm gonna go back and watch
Preacher.
no,
Better Call Saul.
Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah.
No, I banned that because I know how it ended. Yeah,
The
I'm
ending
like,
was
banned
so
that.
cool.
Yeah.
No.
For me-
Let him watch it. No, you should
For
watch
me,
it.
all right,
he
all
needs to
right.
make his own decisions.
No,
about that
honestly,
one.
how many episodes is it? How many series is it?
10. No, 8. Sorry, 8.
Hey, yeah.
8.
How many episodes in this?
So the first
10,
like
there's 10.
10 in
the
each one
first
apart.
5 or 6 is 10
And
Oh,
episodes.
you
then the
never,
last
you
one
never
six.
watched it anyway?
He's never
No, I
watched
never
it.
watched it.
Oh.
Never watched
So
it.
you should watch it.
I think the last 2 seasons like
6.
You ain't
7
gonna
and
stick
8.
with it.
7 and 6. Yeah.
What's that?
You ain't gonna complete the whole series.
Well, he probably will. You
Until
know.
Might, you know.
further, until
we're not
He will.
home.
I reckon-
Wow,
further
bro.
notice.
I reckon he once he starts the first episode. he'll watch it.
3 episodes a day.
I think the thing is, once you start watching it,
Yeah.
like you'll get into it. I know. I don't know if any of you watched it. Did any of you watch Enterprise?
No.
What is that?
We're talking
The
about the
one-
start.
Star
Are you?
Trek.
Oh,
No, Enterprise.
Yeah. Sorry.
The one that with
This was last week, innit?
what's
Yeah.
my man's name? I can't remember his real name. I only remember his RS, and that's not his actual real
Oh,
name.
roll safe.
I don't want to disrespect him. Michael
It's a Coyote.
Coyote.
Coyote,
Yeah.
yeah.
So he had this thing called Enterprise, and it came on BBC iPlayer, and this was the second series, and it's like 6 episodes. I'm not gonna lie, he's a funny youth, bro.
Oh, is he?
This second series, like properly, I was actually laughing out loud, like not even on a how hard this is funny. Like people come upstairs like, "Raw, what's so funny?" Like people came and sat down and they were busting up and they watched episode 5.
But did you watch the interview with ZezeMillz?
Yeah.
That was funny as well, you know.
Yeah, I
He's a
watched that.
funny
Like,
guy, bro.
He's proper funny. He's not.
He's a
He's
funny
not
guy.
Like, he doesn't mean to be funny, but it's just his expressions and how he answers questions and stuff. He's
Again,
make you
ZZ
laugh.
tried to spin him.
Yeah,
He wasn't on it.
He wasn't on it. He wasn't on it.
Yeah. If you get a chance, watch Enterprise.
Enterprise.
Yeah, it's on iPlayer.
Is it
So it's like
sci-fi?
2 series. No, it's just like these two guys, and they set up a kind of almost like a delivery kind of business where they deliver stuff for you. So for example, you wanna drop this mic to Richard's house. You say, all right, boom, come pick up the mic, and then they drop it to Richard's house, and that's it.
okay.
And it's just like Uber. You just pay them. But it's about them setting up a business. But second series, I think is even funnier than the first series.
I'll check it out, definitely.
What's about anyone started Westworld?
I watched episode 1 yesterday.
I need to. I haven't started. I was gonna watch it, but I saw an hour and a half. I was gonna watch it before we came here today. I was like, yeah, that's gonna have to be watched.
Oh,
I haven't watched the lot. So I started off with the first series and
Yeah.
no one cared about it, and I
Yeah,
just dropped
it's
off.
big, it's
but I
big.
need to jump back on
I
it.
fell out of love with it. The second season, I just lost interest.
Because the second
I watched
season is
all
summarised.
of
Yeah.
the second season,
Yeah.
It took
but
too long.
I just thought, you know, just end there. Like I can't take it no
Why
more.
is it? Do you think it's a bit? It's a bit confusing, isn't it?
It's not
I
even that.
reckon.
No, the second season made it clear because
Yeah.
now I know what
Okay.
time they were. So the
Yeah.
second season cleared that all up for me.
Yeah.
But I just felt it should just end there. Like, all right, you made it to the real world. You're in the real world now.
Spoiled
Yeah.
it for me.
Oh, sorry. But yeah, like just end it there.
See, now Nate's thing again wasn't a spoiler. That's a spoiler,
Alright,
bro.
alright.
But that's a proper
That's
spoiler.
a story, I
That's the
apologise.
story, bro.
Right.
So, there's pointless me
That's
watching
the whole
end
point.
of season
Point-
2.
That's the whole
Pointless,
point.
you know.
That's the whole point of
Yeah.
Westworld, man.
All right. Well, there are definitely a couple of series
Still.
out there, and I feel that we get a chance. We'll put some out on the old Instagram and Twitter and all that kind of stuff. Things for you to watch.
And I'll start doing a throwback Thursday on Instagram. Just,
Yeah, we'll just start doing a little throwback and just start putting some series and stuff to watch out there. Because to be honest, I don't know what's going on out there. Do you get me? But as the world is becoming a little bit like an apocalypse right now, what are your kind of go-to apocalypse shows? Do you watch them kind of shows?
well, me and Merv already watched Walking
Yeah,
Dead.
Walking
innit?
Dead.
Walking Dead?
Straight, Yeah.
Did any of you used to watch The 100?
No.
I watched the first 2 series and then I locked it off.
That was like when there was a lot of similar sort of shows
Yeah.
all getting chucked out at the
No,
same
but
time.
my missus watches that thing.
Yeah, like, there was like 100 people and then they were trying to see like how the world was. There's now like 6 or 7 series of it. I just
Yeah,
locked
yeah,
off.
she still watches it. Yeah.
I think Book of Eli is the one to watch right now. That's where we're
Oh, yeah,
heading. That's
that-
where we're
yeah,
heading,
yeah.
guys.
Book of Eli was a
What,
good
the film?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
C, obviously that was a
See,
similar kind
It
of.
was decent. It was decent. Yeah, Apocalypse. Yeah.
It was decent.
Yeah.
Contagion, that film.
Supposed to be a
Yeah,
big film. Everyone's
yeah.
supposed to be watching that right now.
Yeah.
Apparently that's gone through the roof. Like everyone's
Yeah,
trying to stream
yeah.
that again now, and you can't find it.
What's that?
Ain't 12 Monkeys, sorry, bro.
12 Monkeys
12
is
Monkeys
Apocalypse.
That's another one as well, isn't
Yeah.
it?
What
Yeah,
was
that's a
Z?
good film.
What was Z?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brad Pitt.
Out.
Shaun
Remember
of the Dead.
Outbreak?
The monkey
Dustin
one.
Hoffman.
That was a big film.
Yeah.
Outbreak.
Got so Mike gone.
Shaun of the Dead.
Yes, it's really
Yeah.
big English film.
Yeah. Anyway.
Shaun of the Dead was good.
Yeah.
It was alright. It's funny.
Zombie Land. But
Did any of you?
Mad Max.
Mad Max,
That's what I
yeah.
meant to say.
Did any of you ever watch Zoo?
I did.
Zoo was sick.
I did. I stopped halfway through the second season.
Yeah, Zoo was sick.
Yeah.
So Zoo was basically these animals have kind of come together.
Yeah.
And there's something been put out there, like something in their DNA,
They come super intelligent.
and animals can start to communicate with each other, and like the lions start kind of like ganging together and trying to get them. Sick,
It was sick. It was
sick. I think that's on Netflix still. That was on
Is it
Sky.
a
when it came
cartoon
out.
or real?
No,
It's a film. Yeah, have you ever seen it?
Animals,
Do you know what? I'm
the
gonna put it
animals
out
talking
there.
in it.
No, you don't see animals
I
talking.
don't talk, but it's
Then you can just see them communicate with each other.
Like Gorilla Grodd, yeah.
No.
So go on,
Umbrella
then.
Academy.
Yeah.
No, I've only recently just watched it.
Good,
Sick,
innit?
but I would say that's an apocalyptic sort of the way it ended.
when it goes to the future and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Season 2.
When is season 2
But
coming out?
Do you not think? Sorry, see, I keep bringing stuff up from the past. Wasn't it very? Is it Phoenix? Who's the is it Dark Phoenix from Marvel?
Yeah.
When she goes bad.
X-Men.
Yeah.
Didn't that remind you a bit of that? Like she was the good girl whose powers are recessed from Dr. X. That's what he did to.
Yeah.
Dr. X.
I know I'm all flustered right now. But you lot know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
All right. Move on, please.
All right.
Merv hates that kind of stuff, you know. When you get names wrong,
I
Merv
have to
hates
do
that.
it. It's correct.
All right, cool. All right, we did have one question, but he was going to send a voice note into me. He didn't send me a voice
What
note.
happened to you, Kevin? What happened? What happened?
He's tutoring, bro. I told him. I gave him the opportunity.
Kevin, let us down, man. I see your chance is gone, Kev. Chance is
I
gone.
let him know. All right, we had one question. Okay, the guy was supposed to send me a voice note 'cause I was going to put it in the program. He didn't. What he said was, all right, if what's happening now, this corona does make an apocalypse, right? Yeah. What are your go-to things? You need 3 things. There are only 3 things that you can collect
Frozen chicken.
to take with you in this life. What are they?
People got jokes. People got jokes.
Alright.
I need.
things.
I'm gonna need a clothes, boots,
What?
and a motorcycle.
Family, don't it?
Clothes.
Sorry, I was just doing a Terminator thing.
Terminator.
Okay.
It didn't work.
You can't take your family. You got 3 things.
You can't take a family.
No, because that's not a thing.
Oh, so let's just exclude family because that's just an easy answer, isn't it? Yeah.
Water's
Are
essential.
we being a bit extreme, or are we just being
Well,
in
how much water?
reality?
What, you can take a bottle of Evian? What?
Yeah.
I could put in a car in, obviously.
So
Well,
okay.
then car.
So a car would be what? That would be car, water.
Car, water, and
We need a
not
cash
working.
card to get some petrol.
cash car won't work no more.
Bruv, you lot should know. I don't watch these zombie
But
things.
it's pointless
And
taking
an
anything.
axe.
I say what?
Whatever you're gonna take is gonna be so
Straight.
small. It's
I was
done
going
the
to
next
say
day.
a sword.
Yeah.
I'm going to
Actual
take a
sword.
sword.
Yeah,
Yeah,
axe.
I'm
Cut the
taking a
heads off.
sword.
What I would do is I'd kidnap Bear Grylls and get him to use his car. So technically, that's Bear Grylls'
I
car.
like that.
Yeah.
Oh, elbow.
Right. Anyway, sorry, this elbow.
I would kidnap Bear Grylls.
I'd kidnap. No, this is just in obviously.
Well,
and
Bear
then-
Grylls he's the man
so
to
he's
do
a
it, you know.
survival guy. Yeah.
I would
So
kidnap
now, no,
Bear
wait,
Grylls so
wait,
we
wait.
can use his car.
No,
Yeah, yeah, because
What, to
obviously
survive
when
with
you
him?
did that thing, now I've only used one thing. That's Bear Grylls' car.
So you're like a G.
Yeah, but you gotta take. This doesn't make sense.
No, wait,
man.
wait.
You gotta take something that's yours.
Yeah, I am.
Bill
No,
Girls
what-
ain't yours.
I've kidnapped him.
Okay, so you.
No, but
know
you
it's
can know.
three
But
things.
what are your 3 things
From
before you
Bristol.
kidnap Bear Grylls? Huh? What are your 3 things? My Tinder account.
Bruv, nobody's gonna be working there no more. Like you can't even get close to people when in this contagion.
So what are you
situation.
getting? What are you taking?
So I'd kidnap Bear Grylls. Yeah, because like
no, you can't.
I
It's
don't know
not
how to make a
yours to
fire.
take him.
Look,
You need 3 things.
I just get like I don't know.
He's lost now. He's lost.
I'd hijack a farm.
No, you have to. Alright, Merv. What you
I'd take a farm because it's got
Right,
chickens.
you had a chance next.
It's got chickens. There's a patch where you can cook, grow veg.
I'm not bringing food with me, man. What's the point?
I'm not taking it.
I'm not saying
I've
you.
just got
Just
the
me.
farm.
I'm just thinking of my ideas.
I can't remember. We got
Sword
sword, yeah.
or horse.
A horse?
Yeah. And
Sir Camelot.
probably like iPod or something, isn't it? iPod.
Sir Camelot.
Yeah. Sword, iPod, and horse in that order.
Alright, sword, iPod, and
We're
horse.
gonna charge the iPod on,
Don't
bro.
worry, man, I'll find a way, man.
Bro, he's gonna do it until the
Is there-
Brexit
is
day.
there-
You know in these programs,
Or
there's
is this
generators
apocalypse?
everywhere.
Everything's
But
gone.
It's apocalypse, man.
there's generators, isn't it, somehow, isn't it? There's always electricity somewhere.
I ain't got anything to bring then.
And the Bible, man.
Oh, hang on, it's his turn. It's his turn. I was gonna say that.
It doesn't mean we're going in order. So Marlon, you can go ahead.
Nah, because I'm gonna say the Bible, obviously. That's all I need. That's
What
it.
the hell the Bible gonna do for you?
Bro,
See this
loud,
guy.
don't
See
just
this
say the
guy.
Bible.
No, but I'm
See
just
this
saying,
guy.
Alright.
why the hell are you bringing the Bible?
Okay, stop saying the word hell and Bible, bro.
Don't yours, innit?
Stop saying the word hell and Bible.
Be bloody respectful, mate.
I've done some
I'm just
whole
saying.
year, mate.
I'm just saying. you-
Rich, just before you go in, your barber can't come with you. Your hair's done by that point. Anyway, carry on now. What's your ones?
I don't have anything to bring. It's pointless. I ain't got a sword. You man have swords.
They can have a sword.
Yeah, but you-
No, but have you got? He said,
Oh,
take what you. I'm doing this by what is in my house. I
I
don't.
ain't got a horse.
You ain't got a horse. Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, there's plenty of horses where I live, you know. I'll take one standard. innit?
Can you ride a horse?
No.
A Bible, laptop, and my keyboard. I need to make some music out there in this apocalypse, man.
Fair enough.
Yeah, me. Picture of family and friends that I can carry around. Laptop
Hit my heart right there, though.
and sword. Or some
Why
form
does
of.
everyone want a
Everyone's
sword?
bringing a sword.
You need a weapon.
You need some from a weapon.
I'd get like the sticks, you know, the
Nunchucks.
Come on.
No, not the nunchucks,
Listen.
the long staff thing.
You
But you know,
lot
like
talking
sometimes
yeah,
they
it's got a
Have you
chain
got
in between.
ammunition?
We're all from
I'd probably take my baseball bat
We're all from the spots, right?
'Cause
We
baseball
could,
bat,
if we
'cause I ain't
needed
got a
to, we
sword.
could get what we needed, right?
What's a
If
spot?
we needed.
What's a spot?
from the ends.
From the ends, bro. I just didn't want to put it on us like
Oh,
that.
I'm not from your ends.
I said I didn't. That's why I
I'm
said
from
what
a
I said.
respectable area.
That's why you're bringing a sword, isn't it?
Huh?
Newham, yeah.
You know, the home of the Olympics.
And my Nate.
I'd take a weapon of some sort, whether it's a bat, a knife, a dagger, one of those kind of things. But I guess a bat would be a little bit. I can keep them at a little bit more of a distance. Trainers. So if I need to run, I can try and run.
But you'd be clothed anyway.
I would have considered that on my feet.
You're bare
Are you look like just opening the door and you're like, oh shit's kicking off, and that
place that I'm barefoot, you know.
Bro,
Well, they have to.
Quiet
They have
place,
to.
isn't it?
That's
Yeah.
why.
and
Big film, by the way.
Big.
yeah, I'd probably take a Bible or something, just something to read, something to keep me occupied.
Something to remind you that you're supposed to be going through this. This is what you go through to get to the thing, innit?
Absolute nonsense.
This
Absolute
guy,
nonsense.
you're
nonsense.
finished,
It's
bro.
not nonsense.
After all the chats we've had, you're finished.
You're
bro.
gonna bring a Bible.
Yeah.
Nah,
All right, you know what? On that note, yeah, I'm locking off the pod.
Yeah, man.
I'm locking off the pod.
Disrespect.
Guys,
Man said to bring a Bible.
But you remember Riddick?
Get the hell out of here.
Remember Riddick? The first Pitch Black.
yeah,
Remember?
what
I
about
watched it the other day. It was on when I was in Bristol. Yeah, the first Riddick film. Like, obviously Riddick's a prisoner, but then there's a guy he's like the Bible, like not the Bible guy, but you know the standard character. Anyway,
but even the Book of Eli.
Yeah, I was thinking that in my head.
yeah,
Yeah.
but film-wise,
All right, well, guys, that's the end of the episode. Hopefully, we'll bring another episode next week if there's no coronavirus and we haven't all been taken over by zombies.
Wash your hands, guys. Wash your hands.
Yeah, wash your hands. Like, comment, subscribe, and wash your hands.
Peace.